did I hear him correctly? He mentioned the word snow. So let's get straight to it. I'll be here in the Weather Center. And, you know, I want to pretend that conversation just didn't happen, but I think it did.
You know, I came in this morning, I'm like, is it really going to be cold enough for it to snow? And I looked at some of the parameters that we looked at, and the answer was, yeah, it is. Especially if you're from the city on north.
Nice to have you with us on this Sunday. Well, Passover starts tomorrow night. For 8 days, Jews must avoid foods with barley, wheat, rye, oats, and spelt. Essentially, nothing to make bread at all. But our Hungry Hound says when it comes to dessert, chefs can avoid flour, still make something sinfully delightful. ABC 7's Steve Delinsky shows us how one North Shore hotel is preparing for Passover.
Brought to you by MyKiaChicago.com.
All right, well, let's get straight to it. Snow doesn't arrive until later tonight.
Yeah.
So
well,
today's going to be decent.
Yeah, today, well, you know, it'll be a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday, we actually had snow in the afternoon in
That's
many
true.
locations. So, and it's not unheard of for it to snow this time of year.
And a benefit ball in the suburbs raised money for the DuPage County Children's Museum last night. The museum held its annual Champions for Children Gala in Naperville. ABC 7's Judy Sue was the MC of that event. The event also included a silent auction, live music and dancing, a dinner, and the DuPage County Children's Museum was founded back in 1987. And a fundraiser in the western suburbs highlighted the importance of becoming an organ donor. The sold-out event last night raised money for the Taylor's Gift Foundation after Taylor Storch died last year. In a skiing accident, her parents decided to donate her organs. Now, the Storches live in Texas, but we're at that dinner in Naperville. Our very own Ellen Kraszewski was the MC. Well, a college campus usually resonates with hip. Well, tonight, the Chicago Philharmonic Orchestra presents its third concert of the season. I like this title. It's called Going for Baroque, and violinist Heather Wittels is here this morning to tell us about the concert, also give us a sneak peek of what we'll actually be hearing. So nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
We think of college campuses perhaps more like hip-hop or, you know, iPods, that sort of thing. Why Baroque? Why have a concert like this?
Well, Baroque music is all about affect and emotion. The Baroque composers like J.S. Bach, whose music is on the concert tonight, they broke the rules of harmony from the Renaissance to express the text of the music more emotionally. I think Baroque music speaks to everybody, and it's going to be a wonderful concert.
All right, that's excellent. Now you're going to give us a little preview here. What are you going to play in a moment?
I'm going to play a movement by Johann Sebastian Bach for solo violin from one of his sonatas for solo violin.
All right, that sounds good. Let me tell everybody. Well, checking Sunday morning news briefs for you this morning, rescue teams have been working nonstop to try to reach a missing miner in Mullen, Idaho. He's been trapped more than a mile underground since Friday after a tunnel collapsed. In Tempe, Arizona, thousands took part in a run to honor Pat Tillman yesterday. Now, Tillman was an Arizona Cardinal football player and an Army Ranger who was killed by friendly fire in Afghanistan. And Christians around the world are observing Palm Sunday today. Pope Benedict XVI opened Holy Week with the blessings of the palms and procession in St. Peter's Square. He's also celebrating a mass there. Well, it has been 2 years since leaders in Elgin doubled the towing fee if your car gets impounded after some license offenses. Now, the Daily Herald noticed a lot more of these license-related cases in police reports lately. So are officers making more arrests to make the city money? Well, the story's in today's Daily Herald, and Tara Garcia-Mathewson is here to tell us more about her investigation. So first and foremost, I think people kind of need to know, what is this? What's happening? There are 4 different offenses that your car can actually get towed for.
Right, these are all happen during traffic stops. So if you get stopped by a police officer, you're driving without a license, if you're driving while your license is suspended or revoked, if you get a DUI, or if you have a sound amplification violation, which means your speakers are too loud, then it's cause for an administrative towing fee. So it's $500 automatically you pay to the city of Elgin, and then the extra money paid to the towing company for taking your car.
So you're talking about hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, this didn't used to be like this. It actually used to be much cheaper, like $250, is that right?
Right. Before October 2009, it was $250 for the administrative tow, and that was only for the sound amplification violation. So the other 3 offenses were added on in October, and the fee was doubled.
All right. So what has the city discovered since this fee? Because you think if you're getting stopped, your music's too loud, You pay this administrative towing fee of $500. It seems like they would be making quite a bit of money.
Well, they've made just over $1.5 million in the last year and a half.
And what are they doing with that money?
The money actually goes directly into the general fund. So the idea is the police department has more revenue because of these offenses, but it's not going directly back to the police department. So it's not resulting in more officers. It's resulting in more money for the city as a whole.
The city as a whole overall. So what's the thinking behind having these large fees involved? What does the city want to do or accomplish? Clearly people will look at it and say, well, of course they want to make money. What's the goal here for the city?
Well, police officials are saying that the number one goal is really to deter the behavior. So rather than using this as a moneymaker, the idea is to make it so people stop driving while intoxicated or driving without a license, offenses like that. But Ed Yanka from the ACLU has said that it's troubling when cities use this to make money and when it really provides an undue burden on taxpayers or on offenders, is what he said.
Right. Very interesting.
En la pelota y los mensajes.